Zhou massacres the 7 major Orthodox sects. Please watch the story My Disciples Are All Great Villains, episode 428. Viewers, please help Worm Anime with a like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to press the follow bell to receive the newest videos as soon as possible. Zhou's figure hovered in the glittering, starry night sky. However, the sect masters of the 7 major Orthodox sects stood petrified, utterly terrified. Why is old demon G so strong? No, it's impossible. The disciples looked first at the figure of the Patriarch demon head, then at their own sect master, all trembling with fear. The disciples desperately clung to the last straw, calling out to sect master Feng Qinghe. This fellow's mustache was twitching. And even though someone spoke up to reassure them, facing this type of super powerhouse, who wouldn't be afraid? No matter how foolish one was, seeing Zhou kill an 8-leaf peak expert with his bare hands, who would dare to shout that old demon G was about to be annihilated? The disciples desperately clung to the last straw, calling out to sect master Feng Qinghe. This fellow's mustache was twitching. And even though someone spoke up to reassure them, facing this type of super powerhouse, who wouldn't be afraid? No matter how foolish one was, seeing Zhou kill an 8-leaf peak expert with his bare hands, who would dare to shout that old demon G was about to be annihilated? Old woman Miaoyin also swiftly flew away, leaving behind only the fellow Xiao Jinhan, who was still in a daze. He was startled when he saw his comrades flee. The people of the 7 major sects were terrified, to the point of wetting their pants, watching their sect masters run away. Everyone scattered in disarray. Sect master, wait for me. Zhou's figure flickered, unleashing the great divine ability, the 1,000 miles soul-chasing Dharma body. The colossal form instantly annihilated a group of slow runners, making them feel their bodies become weightless. Looking at the gigantic Dharma body, they couldn't comprehend such terrifying power, and he even abused a supreme ultimate move. Who could endure that? The cool, empty sensation from the neck down felt so comfortable. This was their final awareness before losing consciousness. Zhou's face was fierce, flashing with killing intent, flying forward like the wind. Boom! A palm struck the eldest disciple of the Duanlin school, Xiao Jinhan, just as he tried to turn back and escape. His chest was pierced by the palm print, and he fell to the ground. Yet another ultimate move. The remaining crowd rejoiced at the sight. Everyone, don't panic. The old demon is chasing the sect masters. They are flying in all directions to lure the old demon away. They truly are righteous sect masters. Haha, we don't have to face the great beyond anymore. But the words had barely left his mouth when he was utterly terrified. With Zhou as the center, sword chi filled the sky, hovering above their heads. Abbess Miaoyin of Rui Nunnery saw this, and her pupils contracted. Who released this massive energy of sky-filling sword chi? The sword chi shot out in all directions like drills. The disciples of Rui Nunnery who were still chanting were instantly slaughtered and fell to the ground, with only their tragic screams echoing. A sword rain. Time to put away the laundry. There was no mercy whatsoever. The chaotic dance of sword chi obliterated an entire segment of space. Zhou's colossal Dharma body, fueled by the 1,000 miles soul-chasing ultimate move, swept past like a gale and shot forward. Miaoyin, the abbess of Rui Nunnery, stared wide-eyed, her hands clasped before her chest, trembling incessantly. How can this be? When she looked up, she saw the old man, radiating golden light, hovering in the air right in front of her. Fearfully, she stammered, "O old demon G, lay down the butcher knife and instantly become a Buddha." Zhou, naturally, felt no compassion or pity. He said in a deep voice, "This seat shall send you off on behalf of the Buddha. He gently extended his hand. Witnessing this, Miaoyin was terrified, her bald head drenched in sweat, her entire body rigid, staring fixedly. But she could not simply wait for death. She released her Dharma body for defense. Zhou struck out with a palm, and the 9-character true word Grand Hand Seal rumbled and swept toward Miaoyin. It instantly pierced Miaoyin's body. Zhou did not spare her a second glance, indifferently unleashing the great divine ability. And vanishing. Miaoyin felt endless helplessness in her heart, the ultimate move. Old Demon Ji didn't even bother to look at me. He just casually let one out and instantly annihilated me, like swatting a mosquito. Fresh blood flowed continuously from her chest. She wanted to mobilize her primordial chi to stop the bleeding but realized her Dantian Chi had been destroyed by the opponent's absolute power. Miaoyin raised her hand but had no strength left. Sadly, she looked up towards the evil sky pavilion. The evil sky pavilion. Disciples were crazily charging into the crowd, relentlessly killing. The sky filled. Sword chi seemed no longer to concern her. Life was rapidly slipping away. Miaoyin slowly turned her head, seeing a scene she could never forget even in death. Buzz. A piercing sound echoed in the sky. Zhou summoned his Dharma body, the 100 Tribulations insight, shimmering with golden light and standing tall in the sky. But this Dharma body was too tall. Seemingly 150 feet high. What did 150 feet represent? Miaoyin looked down at the golden lotus pedestal beneath the Dharma body, using her last ounce of strength to count: first leaf, second leaf, third leaf, seventh leaf, eighth leaf, ninth. Her entire body was struck back to her undergarments. But her eyes were wide with terror, mumbling, 9 leaf? Then a slight smile bloomed at the corner of her mouth. I understand everything now. So that's how it is. Ha ha. Ha, this humble nun's death is not unjustified. Amitba, dust returns to dust. Earth returns to earth. The chi blade struck, and Miaoyin dissipated into a gust of wind between heaven and earth. The Dharma body appeared, expanding in all directions. The spreading primordial chi expansion caused hundreds of people to perish on the spot, leaving them bewildered, using an ultimate move without losing primordial chi. Zhou continuously unleashed the great divine ability. The entire scene was chaotic, people flying everywhere, the Dharma body annihilating a crowd with every touch. Lang Luo was horrified looking at this scene. The pavilion master is circling left, right, up, and down. Wherever he passes, blood flows like rain. Lang Luo watched without blinking. This scene was like a superior version of the Dao hidden, Dao out technique. Before, he had used that move to kill Fong Wenxian. It was his strongest move. Yet, compared to Zhou's Dharma body, it was just a small wizard meeting a great one, completely insignificant. Hua Wudo muttered, I finally understand. So the pavilion master has always been deliberately hiding his true abilities. No wonder. The pavilion master could freely unleash my 10-character 6 harmony Dao seal. Hua Wudo sighed and spoke a sentence from the bottom of his heart. My heart finally feels much more balanced. Lang Luo looked at the giant Dharma body before him and echoed, perhaps joining the evil sky pavilion was the most correct decision in this Lang's life. Screams rang out incessantly. The evil sky pavilion. Disciples entered the battle with a crushing momentum, repelling the fleeing individuals. No one had the strength to resist anymore. Zhu Honggong leaped up. Haha. Crazy laughter. Charge forward, brothers, charge. Ah, I really love this feeling of bullying others with power. Charge forward. He wielded the battle axe with ferocious intensity. Hearing these wild words, Hua Wudao and Lang Luo were speechless. What a troublesome disciple. Sigh. The pavilion. Master is an extraordinary talent, so how could he have such a useless disciple? Has being a bandit leader for too long made him stupid? Zhou occasionally checked the time limit of his peak state, then unleashed the great divine ability again. At this moment, the confidence of the 7 major sects had been completely shattered. Run. Run. Fast. What great lifespan calamity, what well thought out plans and arrangements, all were garbage in the face of absolute power. Great formation. Retreat to the great formation. The battle shifted to the forest area. The 9-leaf golden lotus was like a colossal cutting machine, continuously slashing across the trunks of ancient trees, the sky-filled sword chi carving up space. The master of 7 Stars Mountain Manor, Zhou, summoned his Dharma body, burning his chi high in a desperate attempt to flee. He thought that by burning his primordial chi to escape, old demon Ji certainly wouldn't be able to catch up. But before he could finish thinking, a bright light flashed beside him. Bang! Zhou, who was still feeling smug, crashed into a wall, breaking several of his front teeth. A colossal Dharma body had blocked his way. Zhou hovered in the air within the Dharma body, slowly looking at the fellow. His gaze was indifferent, like looking at a fly. Then he softly said, "Too slow." End of episode 428. Thank you for watching Worm Anime's new video. See you all in the next new video.